It's Africa's misfortune, if I may say so, we are not united. We don't see things the same way. Some are afraid, some are hesitant, some are there for the interests of other people. The West, there are people who grew up over there, did everything over there, and then they come and are made heads of state in Africa.
Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the 37-year-old revolutionary leading Burkina Faso, has once again broken the silence of complacency during a marathon press conference commemorating 3 years since his daring rise to power. This native son faced over 15 journalists, not as a distant ruler, but as a comrade in arms, revealing truths that cut through the shroud of neo-colonial deception. When questioned about the constant assassination threats shadowing his leadership and coups linked to imperialists, puppets, and traitors, within Traoré responded firmly. Asked about his personal security amid tremendous pressure and danger from all sides, Traoré stated, "I'm not afraid because I trust the people who entrusted us with this mission. That trust is my strength." He emphasized the importance of standing openly before the people to explain the situation, fostering a strong bond of understanding. He added that at the beginning, many soldiers did not understand why they were fighting, but now, with clear purpose instilled through a military institute and self-led training, morale and awareness have deepened. Traoré highlighted that foreign powers could no longer infiltrate their army because they trained their forces themselves, a fact that frustrates imperialists. He personally participated in early training efforts, underscoring the second pillar of their strength. The final pillar, he said, is unwavering commitment to the mission. Fear leads to hesitation, hesitation to compromise, and compromise to defeat. Traoré recalled Africa's fallen giants, Lumumba, Sankara, and others undone by Western plots, often aided by internal enemies or neighboring governments. He stressed that a revolutionary's first duty is to stay alive to continue the struggle. To those worried about his safety, he assured collective responsibility for security beyond just his close circle, embedding it in the fabric of society's behavior and vigilance. Learning from past imperialist destruction, they anticipate threats proactively to protect the revolution. Surrounded by countries hosting U.S. and French bases, Traoré shared concerns that the Sahel region is encircled by military installations, fueling chaos and theft of Africa's wealth. He cited the presence of camps near borders and the logic of these powers aiming to bring down their revolution. He condemned the historical discouragement toward African militarization, with external actors insisting African states remain weak and dependent. Contrastingly, Burkina Faso builds a strong army trained on its own soil, attracting foreign forces eager to learn their methods, not the other way around. He pledged continued preparation to nullify this encirclement, as betrayal and compromise from other African leaders facilitate external interference. On regional solidarity, Traoré explained the confederation structure under ECOWAS, clarifying that nations maintain freedom in collaboration choices. Although Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger were absent from recent defense meetings, it was not due to lack of solidarity, but procedural stages in deepening integration, with openness to Pan-African cooperation held to principled standards. When questioned about his relationship with national media, Traoré delivered a sharp critique of journalists seen as imperialist mouthpieces. He acknowledged a past misunderstanding but praised professional media efforts. However, he urged resistance to foreign influence in journalism, reminding that many journalists were trained under colonial paradigms. He pointed to biased coverage in Western media about protests and governance, contrasting with narratives expected at home. Traoré called for a decolonization of African mindsets and media behavior, emphasizing sovereignty in information control and national interest over blind imitation. Discussing the popular progressive movement he launched, Traoré described the immense challenges faced on security, economic, and political fronts. The revolution, officially declared in April, seeks to transform every aspect of life because prior systems yielded failure. He likened the previous state to a knotted web where solving one problem revealed many others. Significant reforms have begun, showing promising results despite ongoing complexities, with commitment to further progress. On land reform, Traoré stunned journalists by addressing the long-standing conflicts caused by land disputes, including violent clashes among communities. He stressed the state's responsibility to intervene decisively, regardless of fears about upsetting some groups. Highlighting the rapid rise of real estate speculators exploiting unclear land registries, he introduced measures like a digital registry to end fraudulent sales and conflicts. Recognizing the crucial role of traditional chieftaincy in social cohesion, he advocated restoring respect and authority to local leaders, countering past political manipulation that eroded their stature. Regarding economic growth amid jihadist threats, Traoré expressed cautious optimism. Despite security challenges, Burkina Faso's economy grew by 1.5% in 2024, boosted by improved security, agriculture, and service sectors. Mining operations have resumed, with the government reclaiming control over gold mines to ensure greater national benefit rather than foreign dominance. Traoré focused on practical checks like market monitoring to confirm real impact on the population beyond large economic figures. The drive for self-sufficiency and inclusive growth remained central. On Burkina Faso's relationship with the African Union, Traoré was blunt. Suspended from the AU with little communication, the state questions its relevance and effectiveness. He suggested the possibility of Burkina Faso following ECOWAS's lead in formally withdrawing, but waits for dialogue with appointed mediators to clarify reasons for exclusion. He sees the AU as out of step with revolutionary aspirations and Africa's true interests. On technology transfer discussions with Russia and China, Traoré highlighted strides made since 2023, including scholarships for specialized scientific training and the establishment of an atomic energy agency. The goal is clear: move from aid dependency to self-reliance and advance technology development in areas such as weapon manufacturing, shifting from receiving fish to learning how to fish. Asked about his international travel preferences and the symbolic orbit of Burkina Faso's profile, Traoré emphasized focused leadership grounded in national interest over political spectacle. He aligns with a philosophy similar to President Trump's America First, focusing on Burkina Faso's well-being above global appearances. On the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, Traoré lamented Africa's disunity and silence. He noted divergent perspectives among African leaders influenced by foreign interests, often preventing a unified stance. He emphasized the severity of ongoing African conflicts like in Congo and Burkina Faso, which receive little pan-African advocacy, contrasting with swift unity over issues affecting other regions. Nonetheless, Traoré expressed support for recognizing Palestine as a state, underscoring that peace requires regional leadership and collective responsibility. Captain Ibrahim Traoré's declaration resounds as a call for African sovereignty, justice, and unity in a continent bent on rising from oppression. From Burkina Faso's resolute heart to the diaspora's farthest reaches, his voice challenges empires and ignites the fire of revolution. Africa stands at a crossroads. Succumb to shadow or rise as one. This movement's weapon is truth. Share it widely and answer the call for freedom. Subscribe to the African Awakening channel and join the movement.
Or are we, in fact, going to ultimately win it?
We can only win it. What else would we do? Rest assured, we're not going anywhere, and we will win this war. I told you that the threat is constantly evolving, but we are adapting. And the strength of the Burkinabe army is that it is one of the most resilient armies in the world. The pressure that Burkina